What is up, rockers of the Rock Nation? This is your fellow rocker, ex-Rockerman X, here back with another video. And, as you can tell by the title, you already know what it is, there's no point in me telling you. But, before I start the video, and as you can tell by the title, it's probably in the title as well, I'm also going to tag this onto it because, just because I can, and I really don't feel like, to be honest, making a separate video about it. But, for this segment of this portion of the video, I'm going to talk about Ken Shamrock in the WWE Hall of Fame. Now, before I actually start this, let's say I became a wrestling fan probably back in 99-2000. So near the end of the Monday Night Wars, pretty much, being perfectly honest. About when I was 4 or 5, maybe even 3, so that'd be like 98, as far as I know. But that's when I really more watched WCW. And being honest, I was small back then. I was naive. I was stupid. When I noticed, when I noticed that WCW wasn't really around anymore, I kind of stopped watching wrestling. And really, I didn't kick back up to wrestling until about 2005, 2004, 2005, 2006, somewhere around there. Probably about 05, 06. So that's just my background, my wrestling history. But to say that, but my opinion on Ken Shamrock being in the Hall of Fame. And this is just mostly from research I've done, or actually from matches I was able to see of his, or really from what I've seen through videos or DVDs or stuff like that. I have to say that yes, Ken Shamrock actually does belong to the WWE Hall of Fame. Because, just from my own personal opinion, and this also, my personal opinion came to me from one of my friends, Thrash Maniac 99. So, and mainly because I did agree with him on it, and listening to his video kind of made me think on this subject a little bit. Because from what I know, Ken Shamrock was basically an MMA fighter for the most part, and from what I recall, he only spent 2 years in WWE, I believe. If I get that wrong, then I apologize to Ken Shamrock fans. But for him to become a wrestler after MMA and then go back to MMA, let's just say for him to actually become a wrestler after MMA, in a way, to me, he was the first original Brock Lesnar. And that really says something there, too. But for someone of an MMA status, or submission style even, to be in WWE Hall of Fame, and there's probably plenty of them that I don't remember or don't recall. But for what mainly for what Ken Shamrock done, not only for the submission aspect, being the MMA fighter, became wrestler in the original Brock Lesnar. Basically, Ken Shamrock also helped out tremendously with the Monday Night Wars. With the rating-wise, stuff like that, especially when it came to the, like everybody believes, the Attitude Era. Because the Attitude Era really, if it really, honestly, because the whole year-long feud with The Rock and Ken Shamrock, there wasn't really a good I think this where Rock really got electrified, to be honest, too. But for that whole mid-card range, for that whole feud, throughout the whole entire year, to me, from what I've seen throughout the things, and from what I've heard about and research, because, like I said, I had to me, each month, it was something different with him. It was just like a holy fuck moment throughout that whole thing, and really, Ken Shamrock, to me, I believe deserves to be in the Hall of Fame. Simple as that. That's all I gotta say on it. Now here comes my Raw review. So, guys came for that. You guys actually get that too. Thumbs up! No, I'm kidding. But on the 11/3/14 edition of Monday Night Raw, I don't know why I just did that, but oh well. It started off with Triple H, Stephanie, and of course the in-law and the father coming out, Vincent Kennedy McMahon. But yeah, don't ask. And of course, it was another, basically a WWE Network plug for only $9.99. No, they actually didn't say that because it's free. But I actually like that too. But he did make an interesting stipulation for the Survivor Series match. Team Authority versus Team Cena. Now, before I even say this, I'm obviously on Team Authority side. Because it's one of my favorites on that side for the Authority Triple H. But my point taken, though, is the stipulation. If Team Authority loses and Team Cena wins, the Authority is no longer the Authority. Meaning, the Authority will no longer be in charge or have the power. And really, I find this a pretty interesting stipulation. So, that's all I really gotta say. And I'm actually looking forward to see where this stipulation, how it pushes the Authority to become more strong and more united. Especially after what happened tonight. Because this Raw, per se, was more focused on Survivor Series, like it probably should be, since Survivor Series is about 3 weeks away. But also more circled around the Authority and the issue with Orton and Rollins. And let's just say, before I get into it, that came to a conclusion tonight. The only thing I didn't really like about this Raw, per se, was the matches. All but two, to be honest. Mainly because those two really caught my attention for the most part. And also, there just, to me, seemed too many repeat... I would say repeat matches, but also... actually a repeat match, and on... I don't know, I'm trying to think of words. Not really a repeat match, but for the most part, just to me, duplicate matches duplicate two stars competing, because I know Sheamus competed against Tyson Kidd, and then right after Raw, he was supposed to face Rusev for the United States title. Then Rusev, of course, faced Zack Ryder. And right after that, he's supposed to face Sheamus for the U.S. title. Duplicate stars, no offense, but it just seemed as kind of odd. And on top of that, and of course, that Rusev Sheamus match was exclusive on WWE Network, so I actually didn't watch it, sadly, but, I kind of wanted to. But, I'll get to that later. And then, of course, we had Rollins versus Ziggler, and then on top of that, it turned into Rollins versus Orton. What the fuck? My camera just froze for a moment. Don't ask what the fuck that was about. Okay, hopefully this is recorded. Yeah, okay. Don't ask, my camera is spazzing out, but as I said, I have no idea what happened. My camera just spazzing the fuck out. But as I was saying, because it kept freezing. Wait, does it have something to do with my... Hang on a minute, people. Let me get this fixed. I think it has something to do with my freaking notepad or something being up, to be honest. So let me try to fix this. Yes, I'm quiet. I'm sorry, but holy crap. Because, from you guys don't know, I've actually been taking notes on my computer and reading them. Well, not really reading them off, looking at them, and, speculating them, and see, it just froze again. So I think it does have something to do with it. Don't ask me why, it just does. Open, come on. Oh, come on, you son of a bitchin' thing. Alright, now, now it's back open. I hope it doesn't fuck up again, but as I was basically saying, the repeat matches, all that, and then, like I said, Rollins versus Ziggler, and then turned out later the night, Rollins versus Orton, so repeat superstar, that's basically what I meant. And I'm sorry for that fuck up stuff. Hey, you guys see a blooper behind the scenes. Vectors, what the fuck? Don't ask me what that is, but okay. Anyway. But, let's say the first match tonight. Basically, it was Ambrose versus Cesaro. And as I said for the SmackDown review, it's always fun watching them two face off against each other. But this match seemed a little bit slow paced for them to for those two match. Cesaro was actually bleeding, which I actually found pretty interesting too, because you never really see blood. But what really made the match for me was basically the Bray Wyatt was sitting in his rocking chair throughout the match, and Ambrose was just staring at Bray, sitting. And when he won, basically he sent him a message saying, he sent him a message. And then on top of that, when he went after him, Bray just disappeared. And that really helps out the Bray Ambrose feud. And as I said, I want to see where it goes. So no complaints. Overall, though, the match I give a 2.0 or a 2-star rating. And now here comes my next match: Jimmy Uso versus The Miz. And let me get a drink. Now this match is in the last match. Ambrose won. Now this match though, I keep seeing things today, and I don't know why. But this match per se, Jimmy versus The Miz, Jimmy Uso versus The Miz. This match overall wasn't that great, if you ask me. I mean, there was decent counters. It was basically a fluid match all the way through, and it just seemed to click together. But overall, though, there was one mistake. And if you ask me, that was when Jimmy super kicked Miz down, which in all helped Miz win when he came back in the ring to do skull crushing finale. Overall, though, I give that a 1.5 match. What I gotta say. Then the next match has Sheamus versus Tyson Kidd. And this was a win for Tyson Kidd by countout, in case you guys don't know. But Sheamus was mostly in control versus the match, except for when Tyson was in control. And really, this match wasn't that great to me either for tonight. As I said, these matches weren't really doing for me tonight, but some of you guys might have liked it, but I just didn't. But overall, though, I think Sheamus obviously would have won if Natalya wouldn't have gotten away and showed up Tyson to help him get back in the ring for the 10 count and all that. So there's that. But overall, like I said, Tyson won by count out, and I give this match a 1.5. And here's the match I actually have the most about: Ziggler versus Rollins for the Intercontinental Championship. This match came about because, well, really, I actually have it written down here. Basically, it's because, to me, the Authority was nervous about Survivor Series. They were trying to get Ziggler to not join or not, at least not stay on Team Cena. Of course, Ziggler refuses, saying that if he gets anything he wants the Authority out of power, all that shit. Well, sadly, that didn't happen because, it's the Authority. And without them right now, there's no driving force, really. But so Triple H forced him to defend the title. Now, for Ziggler and Rollins, as I may have said before, they're both athletic. Really, it really was a back-and-forth match. They both had really good counters with each other. And these are two people that are usually fast-paced wrestlers. But the match seemed slow, at least up until the end. Mainly to me, because, the match is mostly trying to punish Ziggler. But overall, it still helped the match be enjoyable. It was still a greatly enjoyable match. There's really plenty of close moments between the two. The Noble and Mercury distraction / interference was really predictable. I knew that was coming. The only thing I like is a lot of these things have became a little bit predictable, especially when they're out there. But the best part of the match, I find, Orton, out of nowhere, interferes and RKO'd Rollins, again, from last week on Raw, after he was about to win via blackout or via murder or via curb stomp, whatever the fuck Seth Rollins calls his finishing move now. They used to be called a blackout, but I don't know. But here's the thing. To me, from what I noticed, the match technically didn't end, though. Because there's no post-match bell ring, or ring bell, or whatever the fuck you want to call it. For that match, there was no winner. It was opened up in the air. I'm pretty sure mostly just for the Randy Orton Seth Rollins match thing happened later tonight for the main event. But other than that, really, a really good match though overall, and I give it a 4-star rating. Then of course I actually have the Bray Wyatt promo interruption written down during the announce team. Really, I liked it. I love the Ambrose feud, so like I said. Now this one, Titus O'Neil versus Ryback. This is the Ryback situation I said on Friday Night SmackDown. You guys want to hear about it? Go watch my Friday Night SmackDown review and you'll hear about it, because I do not want to repeat it again. But overall, this match, two powerhouses. Titus actually gave Ryback a fight until, of course, Ryback pulled a spine buster, which basically put it in his favor to win. Ryback won, overall gets match to 2. And then we have Big Show versus Mark Henry. This match actually was pretty decent. Two veteran big men. The match wasn't very exciting, but still interesting for the feud or rivalry purposes. Because, of course, it's actually interesting to see when nobody wins the match what's actually going to happen. So there you go. But overall, as I said, this match is actually pretty good to me. So no complaints. Overall, though, I give this match 2.5. And it ended in disqualification. So technically Big Show won, but it ended in disqualification. This one, again, the Divas match. You guys already know this about my Divas match. Here's the thing with any Divas match, though. They're becoming too predictable lately. Especially whenever Nikki Bella's in the match. I mean, Emma did put up a fight against her. It was predictable, though, Nikki was going to win by far. And it really, like I said about the Bella, if you guys already know, but Nikki Bella took this Bella feud shit too far when she made Brie slap AJ Lee. This match, nothing special. I give it a 1. Now here comes one of my new favorite superstars. Or not new, but one of my favorite superstars on the roster. Yes, I like Zack Ryder. But Zack Ryder versus Rusev. Overall, though, this match wasn't that good either. The only exciting parts is when Zack Ryder was in control, because Zack Ryder, I feel sorry for him because WWE basically buried his ass. And he could have been up there, and by now, he should have been up there with a lot of the good people in the business. That's all I gotta say. Overall, though, this match, like I said, wasn't exciting except for when he was in control. And it was really predictable Rusev was going to win. Because Rusev never fucking wins. Or never fucking loses. Yes, I cussed, but oh well. Overall, though, like I said, Rusev won, so predictable, 0.5. Yeah. That's how bad it was to me. And this one, we had Fernando of Los Matadores versus Stardust. Now, don't get me wrong, I like Stardust. But this match, to me, was just a filler match. And it wasn't very interesting because of that. Probably because of Los Matadores, too, because no offense, I don't like him. If they were still Epico and Primo, maybe. But because of this match, there may be a slight feud between Stardust and Goldust and Miz and Mizdow. And this is calls from Goldust running into Miz and Mizdow at ringside when they were sitting down at the announce table, blah, blah, blah. But that was mostly due to the dropkick by El Torito to Goldust. So God knows where this is going to go. He has his for the tag, and I know Friday on SmackDown's been announced Usos versus Stardust and Goldust Tag Team Championships. Still Cage. Really excited to see that match, but overall this match just doesn't do it for me, if you ask me. Oh, shit. But Fernando won, I guess, match at 1.3. Now, for this one. Okay, give me a drink. I don't know if you can hear me slurp, but it's just because of the cup. But we have Randy Orton versus Rollins. This match, for a not fresh Rollins, it was pretty decent, pretty good match. It was back and forth, slow match. It was like a slow match, fast match pace. Could be sometimes at times it was straight up brawl or it was quick action, but overall it was still enjoyable. And really, it's something you'd expect from the two facing off, especially Orton. Mostly, I won't say something you expect from Orton because Orton, you don't fucking mess with the Viper. Overall, though, with the post-match beatdown of Rollins and Orton, I loved it when Orton freaking RKO'd Rollins again. It was just hilarious. Never understood, though, it's kind of stupid, though, why the fans never cheer for Orton when he's heel, but always when he's somewhat face. But will Orton be with Team... But with this saying, will Orton be with Team Authority or Team Cena? Well, my perspective, he's probably... If one, he would probably go with Team Cena. But right now, I don't think he's going to be fighting anytime soon after the post-match beatdown with him getting curb stomped or blacked out on the announce table and then, of course, blacked out on the freaking steps and his head's busted open. For now, we'll see what happened to him, per se, if he has any injuries. But I would say he's on Team Cena, but for right now, I don't think he's going to be on any team because from what I know, he's supposed to be go filming or at least promoting The Condemned 2, which is the movie he's going to be in. Probably they already filmed some of it, but they're probably filming more of it. That's all I gotta say. But overall, though, this match, like, it's a very exciting match. I give it for Rollins winning, though, I give it well, not really for Rollins winning, but overall, just mainly because it was not fresh Rollins. I give it a 4.5. And that's all I gotta say. And if I have to give, but now back to the match that will happen, or that happened after all. That it's Sheamus versus Rusev for the U.S. title. Now, if I have to predict who's going to win that match, which I don't know who won, so I'd check it tomorrow or later or something. I would have to say they would have Sheamus retain. But also, I would have to say they'd probably have Rusev win too, because Rusev's undefeated. He might be joining Team Authority, who knows. But overall, I'm not expecting much. I'm expecting more Sheamus of that match. Overall, I do hope Sheamus won that match. So with that, I don't know. You guys can tell me if you guys know, if you guys see this video, whenever, but yeah, that's it for the review. If you guys want to like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, you can do so. Like this video, comment on this video if you want to, or even subscribe to my channel if you're not already. And also, something else you want to say, oh yeah, match ratings will also be down in the description, so if you guys missed me talking about it. But I hope you all enjoyed this video. Until next time, live free and rock.